In a normal
A
English language,
character.
what do I mean by inheritance?
All right,
A character or a trait which passes on.
A character trait which gets passes on. And someone else was also speaking.
Ma'am, part of a super class or some what do you call, something which originates from a greater group of objects.
Yes,
with its
superclass and
attributes.
subclasses come into picture. The answer is correct, Anirudh. Okay, I was thinking since morning कि वो कौन सा word है, क्या word है. अनिरुद्ध ने मुझे याद दिला दिया. Thank you. Okay, so inheritance basically means whenever you have something already present and that already present exist thing is used in a new thing, say for an example, my hairs are silky, so is my mother's hair, so I've inherited that property from my mother. Okay, I'm just, when you have something already existing, I've taken that hair property from my mother. Okay, my mother is short and that property is inherited in me. So that is just a normal simple example. Which means inheritance. Okay, something you inherit from the existing thing. When you inherit something, that is known as inheritance. Now in C++, inheritance का क्या role है? Now I say I have a class ABC, I have a class A, and class A is having X, Y, and Z. Okay, and class B is having X, Y, and P. Okay, very simple example I am taking, very simple, जहाँ पे मैंने कहीं पे भी public, private मैंने कुछ भी नहीं लिखा है. I have just a class A and I have class B, and class A is having X, Y, and Z or Z, and class B is having X, Y, and P. Now don't you think the memory is getting wasted कि class A में भी X, Y है और class B में भी X, Y है? Okay, why not I share the properties, I share the data member and member functions of one class to the another. That means मैं यहाँ पे X, Y नया variable include नहीं करके, why can't I take this as X, Y from here and use it in class B as well as X, Y, and P? So inheritance says that from the existing, the definition of inheritance says that inheritance is the process of creating a new class from an existing class. A new class from an existing class. That means ये already एक class है मेरे पास, class A, और इस class A से I am creating a new class as class B, which is using the properties of class A. Now listen very carefully. ये आपको आंसर में लिखना है. The class which gives the property, which gives the data member and member function, is known as base class. The class which gives the property is known as base class. The class which takes the property, okay, ये giver है, ये taker है. Okay, this class B will be known as my derived class. Now in Java, you use superclass and subclass. Correct? You use superclass and subclass. In C++, it is known as base class and derived class. So in your whole answer, you are going to use base class and derived class only. If you write that the class which gives the property is known as base class, is known as superclass, then you get only half mark for it. Just considering कि हाँ चलो बच्चे ने कुछ लिखा है तो इसको मार्क्स दे दो, इसको कंसेप्ट पता है तो इसको हाफ मार्क दे दो. ओके, पूरे आंसर का. बट यही अगर आपने पूरा बेस क्लास और डिराइव्ड क्लास वर्ड्स के साथ आंसर लिखा, विच इज द एक्चुअल thing in C++, actual terms used in C++, so you get full marks, say 1, 2, जो भी है. So I'm again and again repeating, make sure you write base class and derived class. So the answer forms like this, that inheritance is creating a new class from the existing class. The class which gives the properties, bracket में data member and member function, is known as base class. The class which takes the property is known as derived class. Am I very clear with this? Just give me a thumbs up because I will move ahead then. Okay. Now, we had, I'm just erasing this. Now, there was something known as access specifier, which we had done public only. In every program, I write public only. Okay. I haven't used anywhere private yet. Okay. Now, I will be using the access specifier as private as well. I'm saying you just in short. In short, I am telling you, because when I write the whole program, that time it will be more clear. But public और private क्या मतलब क्या है? मैं आपको बता दूँ. If I have written public over here, this x and y are public. This x and y are public. At that time, this class B can access x and y. They can take x and y because x and y are declared public in my base class. But if this is declared as private, if this is declared as private, this data members are declared as private. So at that time, class B cannot inherit x and y because they are declared private. The data is hidden in class A only and class B cannot use it. So that means the data member and member functions which are declared public, which fall under the session public, can only be inherited by the derived class if the data member, some data members are declared private. So at that time, those data member and member functions cannot be inherited. That is why writing the access specifier is very important. By default, this is important because Java में कुछ और है और इसमें इसका opposite है C++ में. By default, if I don't write anything, this comes in filling the blanks. If I don't write anything, ना ही मैंने उसको पब्लिक बोला है, ना ही मैंने उसको प्राइवेट बोला है. अभी तक हमने कितने सारे प्रोग्राम्स किए हैं. If you notice, in every program I have written over here public. मैं उसको आपको एक्सप्लेनेशन के टाइम पे ऐसे ब्लैंक पे छोड़ सकती थी, पर मैंने उसको ब्लैंक नहीं छोड़ा. मैंने उसको यहाँ पे पब्लिक लिखा ही है कंपल्सरीली. Why have I written over here public? Because the default access specifier is private. That means अगर मैंने यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं लिखा, so that means this x, y and z are private and now class B cannot access it. So default is private, and if I write here public, chale. And in a program, some data member and member functions can be private and some data member and member functions can be public. Not necessary कि अगर आपने एक जगह पे public किया है, class A में अगर आपने सबको अगर public किया तो सब कुछ public ही होना चाहिए. No, my x and y can be public and my z can be private. चलेगा. Okay. But one thing is there, that's not so important, but I'll just cover that up also. Many students who know other languages, what they do is public x and y किया, private z किया, again they will write public and they will say एक मेरा function है get. Again they will write public, मेरा एक function है display. In other languages, it is like this. बट इन C++ इट इज नॉट लाइक दिस. अगर आपने एक बार पब्लिक लिख दिया, सो वॉट एवर यू वॉन्ट टू राइट इन पब्लिक आप उसके अंदर ही लिखेंगे. दैट मीन्स एक ही पब्लिक होगा, एक ही प्राइवेट होगा. आप मल्टीपल टाइम्स पब्लिक 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 नहीं लिखेंगे, आप प्राइवेट 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 नहीं लिखेंगे. आपने एक बार लिख दिया है और उसी के अंदर. इफ यू वांट टू ऐड सम डेटा, यू ऐड इनसाइड दिस ओनली. नीड नॉट क्रिएट अनदर पब्लिक, it will be wrong. Okay, so I'm just yes, I'm just revising it once again, that inheritance is the process of creating new classes from the existing one. The existing class is known as the base class and the new created class is known as derived class. The derived class inherits all the capabilities or all the properties of the base class, which are declared public. Okay, which are declared as public. Okay, so the advantages, basically what are the advantages of inheritance? Can anyone tell me? Any one advantage? Just unmute yourself and tell me what is the advantage.
Ma'am, you need to store less variables because you can
Storage, yes, correct.
Convenience because you can easily transfer.
And
Convenience because if you change the value in one class and you want to get that value to the other class, you don't need to separately just change it because you've already changed it in one class. You can just transfer directly.
Okay, and all that is known as reusability of code. The code can be reused again and again. One code, suppose मैंने अगर एक क्लास में एडिशन किया है या मैंने एक फॉर्मूला लिख दिया है, उस फॉर्मूला को मैं मल्टीपल क्लासेस में यूज कर सकती हूँ. ओके, नाउ हाउ टू यूज दैट इन मल्टीपल क्लास, ये हमने सिर्फ थ्योरी पार्ट देखा है. एक्चुअल प्रैक्टिकली उसको प्रोग्राम में कैसे यूज करना है, नाउ दैट वी विल सी हाउ टू एक्चुअली यूज इट. ओके, बट उसके पहले देयर इज अ टॉपिक व्हिच कम्स फॉर 4 मार्क्स इन एग्जाम, स्टेटिंग एज व्हाट इज इनहेरिटेंस. ये आपने इनहेरिटेंस का डेफिनेशन मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन कर दिया है, एडवांटेजेस बता दिए 2-3, उसका टाइप्स. आई एम जस्ट इरेजिंग द होल बोर्ड, आई विल बी रिक्वायरिंग इट.
Ma'am, public functions are only accessible by the subclass, right? If the function is mentioned under public variable.
Only by the subclasses, yes.
Okay, thank you.
I have to come forward, I can't I'll take 2 minutes to draw the diagrams so that it is okay. Now the types of inheritance, this comes for 4 marks in exam. Either they directly ask you explain any 4 types of inheritance, or they ask you what is inheritance, explain any 3 types of inheritance. So the first one we have seen, the very first type of inheritance is single inheritance. Single inheritance in which you have only one base class, you have only one base class and you have only one derived class. BC stands for base class and DC stands for derived class. Okay, so in exam but you have to write complete. इसी डायग्राम के नीचे नोट्स में दिया है, इसी डायग्राम के नीचे आप लिखेंगे that class A is base class and class B is derived class. Class B is inheriting the properties of class A. So that's my single inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance says that A is my base class, B is my derived class, मतलब B is taking some properties from A and C is taking some properties from B. So, sorry, B. So, this B is acting as base class and derived class both. Why? Because this is derived class for class A and this is base class for class C. मेरे मैथ्स में कुछ एक प्रॉपर्टी है, ट्रांजिटिव प्रॉपर्टी जिसे बोलते हैं. A is equal to B, B is equal to C. In short, A is equal to C. That means B is taking some properties from A and C is taking some properties from B. So in short, C is taking some properties from A because वो B में already है, correct? Especially for this answer, I need your yes. For this multi-level inheritance. Anyone? Yes, Ghate?
Yes, ma'am.
Others? Transitive property? Yes,
Yes,
are you?
ma'am.
Okay, Pradyuman is also there. Very good. Okay. Okay. But I say नोट्स में भी ऐसा ही है, आपके टीपीएस में भी ऐसा ही है कि ट्रांजिटिव प्रॉपर्टी होगा A इज इक्वल टू बी, बी इज इक्वल टू सी, दैट मीन्स A इज इक्वल टू सी. ओके, ये है ट्रांजिटिव प्रॉपर्टी से बोलते हैं. बट through some access specifier, I will specially give you an example wherein I will prove you that this is not in case of multi-level inheritance. आपके TPS में भी यही दिया कि multi-level inheritance supports transitive property. But I will show you an example properly. You will understand and you will say yes ma'am, it does not support transitive properties because कुछ जो वैल्यूज जब एक्सेस होगा, वो एक्सेस कैसे होता है, जब we will write a program at that time, it will be clear to you. Okay, so at that time I will teach you how this property is not working. Next, third में I have hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance says I have one base class, I have one base class and I have multiple derived classes. That means suppose मेरे पास एक वैल्यू है 10, ओके, ये 10 x is equal to 10 है, तो ये x is equal to 10 I can use it in B also, in class B also, class C also and class D also. So that is known as hierarchical inheritance. Multiple inheritance says I have multiple base classes. इसके पास x है, इसके पास y है और इसके पास z है, and इसके पास x है, इसके पास y है, इसके पास z है, and this D has p is equal to x plus y plus z. So this is known as multiple inheritance wherein I am taking one value or multiple values, or I'm taking or I'm inheriting my base. I have multiple base classes. I'm inheriting properties from many classes to one class D. Okay, so this is known as multiple inheritance. Exam में 90% of the students in board exam I am talking, 90% of the students write this wrong. इसको वो लोग मल्टीपल लिख देते हैं और इसको वो लोग हेरार्किकल लिखते हैं. हर साल मैं स्पेसिफिकली मेरे बच्चों को बोलती हूँ आप लोग इसका उल्टा लिखते हैं. आप प्रीलियम पेपर लिखेंगे, नॉर्मल वर्कशीट सॉल्व करेंगे, उसमें भी आपका यही प्रॉब्लम आने वाला है. आप इसको उल्टा लिख देते हो. आपने चाहे डायग्राम सही बनाया है, बट अगर आपने नीचे लेबलिंग रॉन्ग लिखा है, सो द आंसर इज रॉन्ग. आपको इसके मार्क्स नहीं मिलते हैं. आप इसका उल्टा लिखते हो हमेशा. ओके, सो हेरार्किकल इज one base class and multiple derived classes, while my multiple inheritances, multiple base classes and single derived class. The last one is hybrid inheritance. थोड़ा उसका लाइट का शैडो आ रहा है. Okay, this is my base class A, derived class, derived class. Okay, and BC is taking, so this is acting as base class also, base class also, and this is my derived class. Can anyone tell me hybrid inheritance is combination of which two classes? Hybrid inheritance is combination of which two classes?
Hierarchical and multiple inheritance.
Yes, it is a combination of hierarchical inheritance plus multiple inheritance. It comes in filling the blanks. It comes in filling the blanks. Yes, Harshal. Okay, it comes in filling the blanks, and also with this hybrid inheritance, Okay, with this hybrid inheritance, a new concept will take place as virtual based class. एक नया concept बनेगा आपका hybrid inheritance से. Why? Because इसके पास x है, इसके पास y है. ध्यान से देखो, इसके पास x है, इसके पास y है, इसके पास z है. ओके, नाउ इसके पास x एंड y हो जाएगा बिकॉज ये इससे इनहेरिट कर रहे हैं, और यहाँ पर भी z एंड x हो जाएगा. जब b के पास डेटा आएगा, b और c से डेटा आ रहा है ना, बेस क्लासेस b एंड c, सो आई हैव x y z x, x y z and x. That means x का 2 कॉपी बन रहा है मेरे पास. I have 2 copies of x, this and this. So to solve this problem, not to create 2 copies of x, because दोनों classes में x है, so ये 2 copies नहीं बनने के लिए एक नया concept मेरे पास बनने वाला है as virtual base class. Okay, so that we will see after I teach you the programming. So what is inheritance? Inheritance is inheriting the properties of base class to the derived class. It helps in reusability of code. Okay, and you have 5 types of inheritance: single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, multiple inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. Okay, so just keep this in mind. All the diagrams are there in the notes also.